Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we will be continuing the development of HTML and CSS of our CryptoU project. Till now, what have we done? Let's do a quick recap. Till now, we have worked on the search screen. Search screen is pretty much done. Your input is there, your search results are there, and we have done the home page. Home page is just your some about information followed by a graphic, like a simple image here, followed by the top points. The data and all of these things is going to be dynamic, that will be fetched using JavaScript. Now, let's move on to the detail screen. And it's empty. Well, that's because we haven't started. And before starting, let's just take a quick look at the wireframe, what we have decided. So let's go on to the whiteboard. And here, this is what our plan is. We have the nav at the top. After that, we have got an image on the left hand side, some text on the right hand side, a price, a full width chart, and after that we have got the footer. Okay, cool. So after this idea, let's get back to our VS Code. And here we are. Let me open detail.html. It's pretty empty, right? There's no content. And what I'll do is I'll copy paste the nav and footer first. That thing we need to start with. So from here only, I'll just copy the navigation. Copy this, go here, paste it, and copy the footer. So copy this, go here and paste it. Yep, fix the indentation as well. Fix it here and fix it here. Okay, good. Let's see how it looks on the browser. Okay, we have a problem. The footer was supposed to be sticking at the bottom, but it's not. Why is it not sticking? Let's see. Let's inspect. And okay. It seems like the body is only having that much height, which is expected because the content is very less. So what I want to do is I want to give a property called as min height to 100 VH, but then that will be extra space. So at the same time, I want to calculate 100 VH minus, whatever the width of my, footer is, right? So I want to calculate that. What I'm thinking is probably 5 rem or something. Not really sure, but let's see. Let's try to do that. Let's try to do that. Min height, 100 VH, or we can also give percentage in this case, no? Then percentage will be a problem because that will take with the content. So height becomes VH, and we want to calculate. So calc, and here after that minus about 10 rem. Nope, that's too much. About 5 rem because 5 was the padding, right? Remember we had the 5 rem padding, so we just reduce that. And now if my content is less, then it's pretty fine. Let's change this in the code as well. So here in my common, because this is a common property for all screens, so in my body, I'm going to do minimum height, calculate that to be about 100 VH, whatever it is, minus 5 rem because of the padding which we have done at the bottom. Let's see how that looks on other screens, right? So detail is fine. Going to home we have scroll, and at the bottom we have the footer, all good. I'm going to search/search.html. At the search also we have data, and at the footer, at the bottom we have the footer. So all good from this side as well. Now on the detail screen, we have sections, right? We have basically 2 sections. So what I'm thinking is the first section is going to be this one, and the second one is going to be this one. So your chart and everything has a separate section in itself. Okay, now let's go to the code and let's prepare those sections. Why not? That's the next task. So section, and prepare another one. Section, here we go. This one I will put a comment. This is the description section. Okay, and this one, this is the price chart section. Okay, so these are the two sections which I have just created. Now, the description section is supposed to have an image on the left hand side, and after that it's supposed to have the text and price and description and everything. So we'll have image img src if you're going to use assets logo. So assets images logo, alt tag becomes coin name logo, and we're going to give a class is going to be f of left. We want to float it on the left hand side. And the other div, which will contain all of your prices and everything, will also have a class of float of left. We have seen that trick in the card of my scroll on the home page, remember? So this trick works. First one is going to have 3 prices. So probably it will be a div. It will be a flex container again. We should have made flex container in common. But anyway, this will be 3 prices, INR something. Then another one USD something, then another one price, EUR something. Okay, below the prices, or maybe before the prices, I want to have an H1, like a coin name, basically, Bitcoin or whatever. So I want to have this, then we will have the price, followed by this I want to have the description. So maybe a paragraph tag for description, just to show this. And below that, I will actually have description, which I'm going to use lorem ipsum. So for this, I'm going to use lorem ipsum. Pretty straightforward stamp, basic idea, basic understandings here. And yep, that should be good enough. What also I want to change, maybe we will add the flex to this, but yeah, we'll do that later. We don't have to worry about it right as of now. So we'll fix on that. Lorem ipsum is fine. Overflow we'll have to handle, so that is okay. Yep, that should be good enough. So coin name, let's fix to Bitcoin. Image is also going to give us a headache, so we have to fix that. Bitcoin. Maybe I'm thinking, what if we use flex here as well? So instead of using float left on both the sides, why don't we use section as a flex itself? Right, we can do that. So what I'm going to do is, instead of having this, I'm just going to give the section itself a class of flex container. So for my section, detail.css, I don't need search, I don't need index. For detail.css, flex container will be display flex, and flex wrap obviously has to be a wrap. For the image one, we're gonna give it a class and call it main image, my main img. In my detail, let me bring it side to side, so we can do it pretty quickly. So main img, for this one, what I'm going to do is main -img. This one I'm going to fix the width to about 75%. Oh wait, but then this will take 75% of the parent. So I want this to be 25%. Just very small width. I'll just resize this so we have the more space here. On the second div for the second one here, the second flex container, I'll give it a class. I'll call it main text. I don't know. And not main text, I'll give it main contents. Again, something meaningful. So we'll give it a class main-contents. What do we do here? We give a width, obviously, with the pending width of 75%. We'll go here. And h1 and all of these will be blocked, which is completely fine, which is okay. But you might want to adjust the paragraph and all of those things in this case. Okay, let's try this out. I'm not sure, but this might work. Let's see the browser. Let's see how it looks. So we go to Firefox and it works. It works pretty nicely. Yes, we need to fix on the spacing. We will do that now. So in the image, what I want in the main image, I want a padding of about 5 rem or something. I want some space, right? I want this padding here. Width I will reduce by the same. So calculate the width 25% minus 5 rem. Whatever the width is. And oh wait, I need to reduce 10 rem because 5 on both the sides, right? So maybe 10 rem. And main contents also I need some padding from the top. So padding top I will give anyway 5 rem. So everything looks uniform. Bitcoin has something maybe below this. I'm gonna give some space. So MB of 1. We have this anyway. This div again is going to be a flex container. So class flex container. Imagine how little CSS we have written. We are pretty much designing a whole page with that. Imagine that. This one is going to be space between because I want pretty much space, or maybe space evenly. We'll see. I'll just call it spacing. I will fix the class name also later, but we want to see first. So spacing, and we'll start with justify content space evenly. Okay, I'll show you how it looks. So this is how it looks right now. INR is something, maybe I'll give proper prices and see, just try to visualize. So something like this. USD might be comparatively less. EUR also might be less. So something like this. This would be your space evenly. Okay, I can see here space evenly. We can change it to space around. Okay, space around. This is how it would. Hey, not save this. This is how it would look in space around. Space between will look weird. No, space around is good, or space evenly. Space evenly, space around, space evenly, space around. Space around looks more spacious. Space around looks spacious. Okay. Anyway, so I might use space around. This looks good. So let's change it in my code. Okay, I've already done that. Anyway, let's go back to the code. And for this, I will create the class name. I will fix it. Call it space around. Again, meaningful class names. Space hyphen around. Same thing. We need some, spacing. So MB of 1. I'll give empty of 1 also. Like, just have some space above and below. Description, maybe I might change it into an H4 or H3, just a little bit, but a little bit bolder. And class name again, empty 1. So have some space above that. And my main text, I need to give it something good, right? I want to give it yellow color or color yellow. I forgot what was the name. I think it was color yellow. Let's confirm. And yes, it is color yellow. Okay. So description is there. There is quite some space. Is there? No, there's not. That's just. Maybe we want a little bit padding here as well, because it's sticking at the corner. We want to fix that. So in the code, for the main content, I'm gonna give a padding as well here. Padding left and padding right, I want to calculate. So left is fine. Just on the right side, I want about 5 rem. Let's see. So if we do that, then we'll have to calculate the width as well. So calc 75% minus 5 rem, because only one side we have, right? 5 rem is fine. And okay, this looks good. We have some space on the left as well. And if the description was much longer, then that would also be completely fine. At the same time, I want to pick the logos and not logo. What do I say? The currency icons. So let's pick that. So, rupee symbol, I'll search. Rupee symbol. Hey. Yep, this is what I want. So copy this. And I'm gonna directly paste it in the code here. Just when I save, you can see the change. So rupee is done. USD. So USD is dollar, we know that. So we already have that symbol in our keyboard. So, the one number 4. So dollar. Euro, I think we don't have. So I'm going to quickly check for euro symbol. This one, how can I copy this? Can I copy? No, it's not a copy. This one, yep, this one I can copy. So I'm going to copy and paste it in my code here. So here you can see the euro symbol is also updated. One thing I just noticed here, that we are missing a fav icon. Fav icon is basically this small image which you see. For example, here for colors you see their logo, for Bing you see the search symbol. So we are missing fav icon from our page. So let's quickly give that, and fav icon we will need to give on all 3 of the pages. So I'm going to close this, and meanwhile I'm going to open all the 3 HTML files, index as well as search. Okay, so here I have to give link, rel is going to be shortcut and icon. So shortcut icon, href obviously we need to give. So give is going to be assets, images, logo, and we have to give type. The type is going to be image/png. It is a PNG image, not ONG, it is PNG. Okay, so image/png should be fine, and assets is link, rel, blah blah blah. And now in my Firefox, now I'm using Edge. Firefox for some reason it was lagging, so I'm using Edge. So anyway, in my browser, if I go to index, because I updated index only, no, I updated search. So I go to search.html, we see the logo. We see this logo, this is called as fav icon. Okay, so let's add this to other pages as well. Just a simple copy paste is enough. So copy this up, go on to my index and paste this fellow here. Go on to my detail as well and paste this fellow here. Okay, so then this would be pretty much done. If I go back to my browser, we can see search already has it. If I remove it and if I check index also has it. If I go on to say detail.html, the detail screen also has it. Below my description, I will have a price chart, but for that we will have to use some sort of a plugin. We'll have to use some sort of an extension here, probably a library. So which I will show you now. Meanwhile, let me quickly create, and section here. Okay, section is already there. So let's go on to the browser and I will show you the library. And the library which we want to use is called as chart.js. Okay, there are many other choices. There are really a lot of choices. So the one which I was planning was something like this, or just a simple line chart. Maybe animation, maybe not animated. I'm not sure at the moment. We will do when we start JavaScript. Okay, right now it was just creation of HTML, CSS, and I just wanted to show you that we will actually be proceeding with this one. And you can see get started. If you go on to get started, it is pretty straightforward. Like you can install using CDN, which we will be using. And I will open this in a new tab. And you will find CDN link somewhere here. This one. No, this is not that one. Oh, this is the link itself. Yep, so I can go on to here and I can, copy the CDN links and all of those files, whichever I need. Anyway, we will be doing that later. We will be doing that, like, you can select chart.min.js. This will be the CDN link which we are going to use. Anyway, that I will explain again when we do JavaScript part of this video, of this series. Before that, meanwhile, here I'm just gonna, put an H1 or something, just to say that, hey, the price history is going to come here. So maybe an H1, I'll call it price history. I want it on the yellow color, so I'm going to give it a class, color yellow. We already have that utility class here, right? And also what I want is, I don't know, just show some lorem ipsum. Yeah, we should not show lorem ipsum because, it won't be lorem ipsum in the chart, but still some content, some content is better than no content. And here section, I might want to have some classes. What I want actually is the margins, right? Left and right. In the above one, we give 5 rem. If you notice here, left and right has 5 rem. So same thing I want to try here. Otherwise it sticks at the corner and doesn't look good. So I'm going to give margin left of 5 and margin right of 5, this class. Okay. So in my search.css, not CSS, common.css actually, we are going to create these two classes. margin left of 5 will give you margin left of 5 rem, and then margin right of 5, somewhere we have done left, right, so here margin right of 5 will give you margin right of 5 rem. Okay, so now if I go back to my browser, it looks pretty much fine. Okay, maybe I want to give some padding at the top, so again I can do empty and mb. So let me quickly do that here as well, mt1 and mb1. So we have some space, so when we put the chart here, it's going to be pretty fine. And yes, that would be it. That would be it from the HTML and CSS point of view for this project. Next, we'll be continuing with respect to JavaScript. I hope you have already registered on CoinGecko. Let me turn on my camera view. Yeah, so I hope you have already registered on CoinGecko. If not, go and do that. And in the next one, we'll be generating the API, and we will be starting with the home screen where we will be showing the top coins. Okay, so that would be it for this one, and I hope to see you in the next video.